Ashley, thank you for sharing one of the most valuable skills, talking about price objection, handling it, and how to be, communicating with the patient so that you show empathy. And so that you can go back into restructuring that approach, talking about the concern, really understanding the concern. That's really key. Moving on to the next question. I hear evidence is important when presenting treatment plans. What suggestions have you got?
There's this could be an 8-hour answer, so obviously time is the essence, but dentists and the teams need to have evidence. It's vitally important, because you need to be able to show people, and people need more reassurance nowadays. They are shopping around, they are more aware, and evidence is really important. That's a given. There's several different ways of evidence, but I strongly suggest, and I know that a lot of dental practices do this already, but to have lots of before and after photographs.
So this is a branded...
This is a branded...
Smile book.
Smile book that the dental practice that themselves got testimonials. They've actually put it into a book, and at the back it's got an ISBN number as well.
It's visual, it's basic, it's a book.
It's a book, and it just looks the business. So this is a very, very smart idea. Different treatments, you've got dental implants here.
And it's not just for the waiting room, right? This is for personally touching and going through with the patient face to face as a book, because they may have seen it on your website. Even if they've seen these photographs and testimonials on your website, it's a different experience to actually go face to face. You might see the same photographs but have a completely different experience with the clinician.
Absolutely. So different treatments there, whitening, silver, white fillings, different treatments. And of course, they've got the testimonial letters as well. So I thought this was a very, very, very neat idea, excellent idea. A lot of my clients are taking this up now. And I strongly suggest that's one way. So that's before and after book.
And that's part of the sales process.
Correct.
Right? Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Another way is having some really good testimonial letters. This is some of my testimonials from my clients who told me. So getting testimonial letters.
This helps with price objection.
Yeah, well, absolutely. If you think about it, and we're going to talk, this is testimonial letters. You could do video as well. If the video, and you get consent off them that you can use these. But here's the best way I know of overcoming price objections or overcoming any concerns that your patients might have is to get previous patients to tell them the major benefits they have gained by having your treatment. And they will answer your patient's objections for you. And, yes, you can do it yourself, but if the patient can address those issues for you, where the patients tell you that it was the best investment they ever made.
It's not you telling, it's not the dentist telling the patient
it's
the best
previous patient telling them. So you got that on a video. So for example, if you had a patient who's had implant treatment, for example, or orthodontic treatment, and you had the patient telling you that it was the best investment they made, it was well worth the time and effort, the customer service was fantastic, and the major benefits in their lives since they've had the treatment, that's someone else addressing. So you need,
when you're asking for the testimonial, you sort of need to ask the patient, could you please let me know what were the major benefits?
What are the major benefits? Well, what's changed in your life? What can you now do that maybe you couldn't do before? What difference has it made? If they've had some cosmetic work, what difference has it made in your life? Was it a good investment of time and money?
Still asking them questions.
Still asking questions. Absolutely.
Get the right testimonial.
You get the right testimonial. Now, once you pay, if you put those on your website and you get consent off them, and they're happy to do that, you are answering your patient's objections in their head. So, better still, when they come to you, they've had their concerns addressed, not by just you, but by previous patients. That is the best form of word of mouth.
I think that's key. We're always saying, have the testimonial videos on your website, have the written testimonials on your website, have the smile galleries on your website, but nothing beats the fact that there's the personal touch, the personal communication. If you're sat in front of them, the dentist and the patient, showing them the testimonials as well on paper. They're real.
Absolutely.
They're real.
Absolutely.
And books, that's the personal touch.
Yes, it is.
And if you're going to show video, you can have an iPad and play the video there. You don't have to go back to your website. It's not just always about your website. They've already seen your website. Now it's about the personal touch. That's great. Which ties in with the next question. Really, it's all really about evidence. And I mean, which is better, a letter or a video, and what constitutes good third-party evidence?
Okay, probably have answered the question already, but let me go into a bit more detail. I think letters are important, but to be honest, I think video is better, because you can actually get across the people's feelings on a video.
Yeah.
It really is a human being telling you their previous experiences. So really,
word of mouth.
It's word of mouth.
Yeah.
So really, what constitutes a really good testimonial is if the patient who's had the treatment can outline, number one, maybe why they had the treatment. You know, what was their problem beforehand.
Yeah.
Number two, what's been the major benefits since they've had the treatment.
Yeah.
You know, what difference has it made? Number three, if they can address the issue, was it a good time of investment? Was it a good time of investment both in time and money?
Yeah.
Number four, another great question to ask is advice to patients who are thinking about having the treatment done.
Okay.
Is a great question to do.
Yeah.
Now, if you can get your patient to answer just those four questions and maybe a further fifth question on the customer service element of the practice, then you've got a brilliant testimonial video.
Yeah.
And that, to me, especially
those sound like perfect video guidelines.
Absolutely, and it will address your new patient who's coming in who wants that treatment. Then you've got the empathy with previous patients. To me, it's the best way of overcoming objections from your patients.
So the video will get the gratitude across, the personal emotions across.
Absolutely.
Get all the questions answered, price objection in the patient's mind. That's all handled.
Absolutely. And if you get that on a video, letters great as well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
If you can have a nice folder with some letters lying in your reception area, it gives people confidence. It gives patients reassurance that they're in the right place. But video can also.
But how do you get enough time to? Would you pass a book like that and say, well, just take 5 minutes, have a look at some of these.
Yeah.
I'll get you a cup of tea, or would you?
Well, a lot of practices, that's actually what they do. Yeah. So they might take them into a consultation room, and they'll get the patient the cup of tea or the cappuccino, and just say, look, you know, we know you're coming in to see Dr. So-and-so about this procedure. Yeah. Here's some of his previous cases. Here's some of his work. Here's a little bit about the dentist you're going to see. Yeah. Please spend 5 minutes having a look through, and we'll call you. We'll be in a couple of minutes' time. And it's great.
Great. So you can do that before and
absolutely.
after. And,
absolutely.
Definitely. And so on a scale of 1 to 10, how important are video testimonials?
I think they're a must. Yeah. I really do.
Must.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's very, very important. If you've got it just goes back to, you need to do a lot of things, but do a lot of things well. Yeah. You know? But if you can if I'm a patient and I'm looking around, and I'm looking at 3 websites, the website expert, and one of them has got half a dozen video testimonials from previous cases, answering those questions we've discussed there, and the other 2 haven't got any.
Yeah.
It's
a no-brainer. Yeah. So you need to make it easy. Just make it easy for patients to say yes.
Yes. Okay, and I think it can only help. What I do know is on my own website, we get quite a lot of video testimonials, and our clients are happy to do that. I do. When we speak to every dentist that signs up on our program, we always ask them, how did you hear about us? That's important. We need to find out what marketing is working.
Okay, yeah.
But I would say now that 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 dentists now say, we watched the videos and it gave us the reassurance that we're doing the right thing. So super. I think it's a must.
So video testimonials are a must, and so it's a 100 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.